Welcome. You're about to listen to a presentation by Professor Dr. Celal Abdi Guzer, architect and faculty member at the Middle East Technical University. Professor Guzer was the moderator of the first panel organized by Çare, as part of the panel series Turkey and Syria after the earthquakes. Guzer graduated from the Department of Architecture at Middle East Technical University in 1982. He received the British Council Research Grant and studied on architectural criticism at the University of Newcastle upon Tyne. Guzer received his doctoral degree from METU, where he is currently leading one of the groups in the fourth-year architectural design studio. He acted as the vice chair of the Department of Architecture, director of the program on architectural design, Vice Dean of the Faculty of Architecture at METU, and the Chairperson of Architects Association 1927. Guzer has been a jury member in several architectural competitions and received many awards and mentions in national and international competitions, including 3 first prizes. Guzer was the curator of the 2013 International Antalya Architecture Biennale, organized by the Chamber of Architects Antalya section. He is also the curator of some national and international architectural exhibitions, including Speaking with Lines, architectural sketches. He is the designer and design consultant of many educational, cultural, and housing projects. With his contribution to the architectural medium, a special award had been given to Guzer by the award program Turkish Architects Association of Practicing Architects in 2019. Guzer's publications and research topics include architectural criticism, culture, educational and cultural buildings, housing, urban design, and sustainability.
Warm welcome from a hot Istanbul afternoon. It is good to be with friends who are caring for this country and for all of us, sensitive about this tragedy and following issues, and I hope all your efforts will find its target and we will benefit it in multiple ways. So we will have 4 speakers today, and I will make a very brief introduction, remembering what is happening on what is the context of Turkey. Then I will give the floor to our speakers. Then we will have a session for questions and answers and maybe discussions following up the presentations. So maybe I can start with my presentation. Yeah, okay. Does it work? Do I have to open something? Sorry. Geçebilirseniz oradan öyle yapabiliriz. You are all familiar with this Sir Bannister Fletcher's tree of evaluation, and architecture of this geography, mainly the Eastern geographies, had always been an annex and didn't take enough attention in general. And unfortunately, we usually start to talk about what is happening in the built environment via these tragedies and disasters. And it is very sad to me because we are losing lots of values at a time. So it is a general issue. A big earthquake disasters and earthquakes are actually an integrated part of an ongoing series of problems which are interrelated with each other, but mainly about the urbanism. There is a growth in every actually city, and while we are discussing mostly architecture via privileged examples and reductionist manner, so we usually do not see what is happening in the majority and in all those populated areas. So this is the time to look back, to reconsider things, try to understand all these relations, production, design issues in a different way with different privileges, I think. Yes, we can pass. So, I mean, on the first previous screen, we have seen what Google says when we search architecture. But this is what we confront when we go out to the city. And this is the urban pattern, especially in many of the metropolitan cities like Istanbul. It is very eclectic, onto each other. And those 3 R's in the target of this meeting are hard to find a way or place in this tissue. We can pass. So this is the famous Istanbul growth pattern. You can easily see in different parts how in a very short period the city grows and nearly covers the whole area. And within such an eclectic, uncontrolled, unplanned growth, I mean, it is very difficult to talk about resilient urbanism, architecture, life, urban sensitivity, ecologic sensitivity, climate issues, nothing at all. And this is one of the privileged cities in Turkey. So, I mean, we all know that after 60s, urbanization in Turkey accelerated, got stuck because of the crisis in 70s, but led radical changes in 80s and became more and more eclectic after 2000, and transformation became a major issue. As İhsan Bilgin underlines, Turkey never been able to create enough financial research for urbanization, modernization, which directly affected the quality of the urban environment and building typologies. Geçebiliriz. Eclectic, short-term and partial planning decisions resulted with eclectic environments, physical quality differences of the building stock, as well as poor earthquake safety. This is the reality. So at the end, what we face is lack of shelter, identity, belongingness, contextuality, sense of place, memory, scale and density sensibility, environmental safety, income justice. We can, along the list, you can, each of you have something to add here, I think. Geçebiliriz. So earthquake, disaster, environmental safety must not consider in a single building scale. It's an outcome of economy, politics, cultural accumulation, planning, ideology, etc. as an integrated whole. Devam edelim. So Koray already mentioned the magnitude and the regional characteristics of the recent earthquake, but it is just before that we witnessed an earthquake in Elazığ region, as you know, in as well as Malatya again, and also before that 1999 earthquake was very significant and painful, which we didn't learn enough, that we now live the same suffering here. So these are some pictures to give the sharpness of the damage. Maybe we can just pass. Geçebiliriz. So you can see the significant difference in the urban tissue before and after the earthquake. Geçebiliriz. And we didn't only lost people. That was very sad, but we also lost our history, our memory, our belongingness, our contextual, cultural, traditional habits. And that is something I think very important, and while we are getting into a call for emergency recovery. Later, I mean, there were some efforts to, let's say, cure or rebuild the environment, but they were all criticized because of site selection, lack of planning, not being participatory, and lack of collaboration, etc. So you here see the agricultural ground that are reserved for earthquake recovery, and there are some numbers for the housing that is prepared for the earthquake victims. Geçebiliriz. There is now an ongoing construction in, again, a very eclectic way all around Turkey. Geçebiliriz. And unfortunately, we are repeating the same understanding of mass housing, independent from the contextual, historic, cultural, and physical qualities and quantities. Geçelim. And we in the university, in Middle East Technical University, this semester in all studios try to work on this earthquake issue. There are some student projects. Geçebiliriz. We try to establish a emergency center for the earthquake areas. Geçebiliriz. So, I mean, any emergency response must based upon integrated whole, which is planning, sustainability, contextuality, cultural identity, local identity, preservation, etc. Thank you very much.